we're about to play the game that gave me a very special and affectionate nickname over at the Stream Boy Advanced community. You're about to see why they call me the the Moe Lester. Oh boy, my TV's so loud. Turn it down. Alright. My speakers also... I just got blasted. I got fucking blasted. So we're playing a very special game. This got me the nickname Moe Lester over at Stream Boy Advance. A wonderful play on the timeless classic Mo Lester joke. That was given to me by Phineas. So I definitely have streamed this before. I've played it a whole bunch. Because I love on-rail shooters and I love cutesy anime stuff. And what do you know, it's finally come together. I don't have to shoot zombies or pretend to be a cool American military man. I'm doing what I want. I think. Anyways, this is a very special game to me for those reasons, because it's very unique. And there's a sequel, of course, that is getting an English release very soon, and that's why I'm playing it right now. This doesn't have an English release, but its sequel is getting an English release, so you know, whatever. But you know, this game's fun, and we're gonna see why it's fun. I'm gonna try to talk about it. I'm gonna see if I can remember what I've learned playing it, cause it's really hard to obtain information and tutorials on playing this game, despite it being a pretty well-known title, I think. But yeah, so I learned a lot. I looked up a lot. I obtained knowledge from various places, and as well as a lot of trial and error and learning. You know, just playing it myself, because this is fully Japanese. So, oh boy, am I ever going to stumble around. Except that Galgun right there. We know what the game's called, and it's called Galgun, and we know we're about to start. But beyond that, I don't know a goddamn thing. So we're going to go ahead and assume that this first highlighted option is story mode. And based on the English I just heard, I guessed correctly. I believe this top one is a new game. Ah yes, we have to test out, make sure everything's good. So point the PlayStation Eye at the camera and press T. I cannot actually read that. I'm just familiar with how this kind of thing goes. No, Galgun is not short for a Gallic gun. This is not a Dragon Ball Z game. Who has Gallic gun? Is that Gohan? I don't know, but that's not important because we're not playing Dragon Ball Z games. Imagine if I did a Dragon Ball Z month on my channel. There's a lot of Dragon Ball Z games. So we're just gonna watch these cutscenes. There's not a lot of cutscenes. There's a lot of dialogue though. However, oh, it's Vegeta. All right, thanks Harl. Thanks for coming in and correcting me. But so I believe the story here, correct me if I'm wrong, is this this little cherub here, this pretty little thing is oh, what the hell is the name of that thing? Cupid, that's right. So that's Cupid, and that's typically Cupid has a bow and arrow, but not in this case. She has a gun that she cannot control. And if you're struck too many times, of course, that makes all the ladies attracted to you instead of just the one you want, which is damn unfortunate. Even more unfortunate is if you're struck with too many and you do not hit it off with the lady of your dreams by midnight, you will be doomed to loneliness forever. So that's why this is yeah, Crazy Diamond, that's exactly what we're playing. So that's a problem, because you don't want to be alone forever. So right now I'm assuming this generic text is just, you know, our little introduction, like, hey, I'm super attracted to you for whatever reason. Is it start that skips all this stuff? I guess so. Start just skips that whole thing. I thought it was select. What does select do then? Oh, select fast forward. Start just completely skips? Can I do that? Oh, maybe it was only... yeah, but anyways. I did stream this, Deb. Anyways, okay, start is just auto-play, so it's just playing as soon as she's done talking, I guess. You can press select to, like, breeze right through it, but only if it's dialogue you've seen before. Like, look at how fast we're going here. So, fortunately, I have played every story mode. There are some branching paths dialogue-wise, which I may encounter that I might not be able to skip at this speed, but then it stops every now and then to give us this. A multiple choice quiz, which determines our stats after this. I'll be going with the blue girl. I think the blue girl likes if you mainly pick triangle things. So yeah, I'm doing a quiz to talk about myself. I suppose she's asking me my preferences and whatnot. I'm just going to hit triangle a bunch of times so I can stack all those stat points on one attribute, because I'm going to be going with the blue girl for this mode, because some of the storylines require an understanding of the Japanese language, which I've made clear I do not possess. The one girl's a musician, and there's a mini game where she asks you. Oh, it just skipped my stats. I forgot I did that. Oh well, that's not important. We'll be seeing that a whole bunch. So, anyways, I'll talk a little bit about all these options here. This is the musician girl. She plays a guitar. One of her mini games asks you to help her write lyrics, and it's super difficult because you need to understand Japanese. This girl I think is pretty okay, but I found her I think I found her story mode to be a bit boring. This also requires Japanese understanding, because there's a minigame where she's painting or doing figure art or whatever, and you have to pose for her based on instructions she gives you, which of course is red. The blue girl, she has what I think has the coolest minigames, and doesn't require any understanding of Japanese. So we're going with the blue-haired waifu. Alright, let's skip all this then. Like, look at all this dialogue. There's a ton of dialogue here. I'd love to be able to read it, but I'll get my fill when Double Peace comes out. All right, so it's 8:30. So I'm blasting girls here with my gun. They're coming at me, and I don't want them coming at me. They'll shout. Like, see, if you find that special spot, you hover over them. Okay, I couldn't find it on her. There's her spot. Whoop! Anyways, there's that little Japanese text comes up. It's either pink or gold. If you shoot that, it's an ecstasy shot, which is essentially this game's headshot, except it's not always at the head, so you need to try a little bit harder than that. It's an instant kill, and it raises your meter. Alternately, you might have to shoot them a couple times, like this. Oh, I got an ecstasy shot by accident. Got hers too. Alternately, if you don't hit an ecstasy spot, you gotta shoot them a couple times. Their attacks are coming right up to you and hitting you with a love note or whatever. And some of the other ones is words of love thrown from afar, which it'll be like a short sentence in Japanese. You can shoot the yellow characters out of the air, but if you hit the red character, it takes all of them out. So that's generally... Oh, yep, there's someone getting a melee on me. Can you give us a little demonstration of... There we go. So see, I can hit the pinks, but if I hit the red, it gets all of it. Another thing is you'll notice she had 3 stars just above her. She has 0. She also has 3. 3 stars are girls that I've done the pervy minigame to 3 times in one campaign. You do that to unlock all their information in a profile thing, and you have to do it 3 times, no less, or you will not unlock all of it, and you'll have to start over with your progress on that girl. And I'll get to that pervy minigame in just a moment. And I'll only be targeting people I don't have 3 stars on. This girl's got 2, so let's work on her. You target someone and you press the triangle button. That's essentially the grenade button. But instead of just blasting everyone on screen, you play this little minigame here, where you zoom in with the move button, I suppose. You gotta find the hotspot. The bigger the text, the more reward. And you zoom in, but if you zoom in for too long, or if you stay in the same area for too long, she gets shy and she's not digging it. That's some big text. It got a little smaller when I up, so I came back down here. See, I'm filling up the meter there, and I'm trying to move around as much as I can, but I'm not zooming in quite all the way, or she might block me off and just waste the time. Because that meter on the right, which fills up from ecstasy shots and just general good shots in general, that's decreasing, and that's my time limit essentially. Sure, but that's a little far away. So this is weird. It's getting real weird. I said it'd be weird though, didn't I? I said it'd be weird. Alright, no, she likes it right here. She likes it on the back of the neck. Most ladies do. When that meter is full, and you'll see it almost is, she doesn't like attention to her face at all. She's a pretty girl, so I don't know why. She likes the tum, sure. I'll need a little bit more, so boom. And then we hit the triangle button. She explodes in ecstasy because she got all that wonderful attention from our hunk of a main character, which is me right now. I'm a hunk. There's my stats. So I'm piling up on that one. I don't remember what they are off the top of my head, but if you're watching this on YouTube, I will put that in. So see, now one of those stars is lit up. It's gold. And once I get 3 gold stars on one girl, I will unlock her profile stuff. And there's a trophy for unlocking all of the girls' different things. And there's quite a few, as you might imagine. There's a ton of girls in this game. So generally you want to work on more than one at a time. She's got 3 stars, so she can get the hell out of here. You've got none. And I haven't gotten you before either. Oh, that's the same girl. Let's get her again. Let's get 3 stars on this one go. She didn't have enough a moment ago. She's having an exciting morning. Alrighty. Yep, I got the 1 star up there. Let me know. Whoops. It's been a while, so I'm confusing my controls a wee bit here. I realize there's only 3 buttons, but not a smart guy. And of course, we have our points at the bottom. Our MP is points. And the more we get, the higher the rank we get at the very end of this whole spiel. On our way to obtaining blue-haired waifu. That's what I was selecting. At the very beginning, when you select a waifu, you're not really just picking a character to show up. It changes the routes you take too. So you're not just playing the same game over and over again with different mini-bosses. It does change the route. Because I remember I played a couple story modes before, and I was like, I don't remember this area. So there's definitely stuff to switching it out. They're no slouch. Although you're gonna see that the texture quality does drop quite a bit in later levels. I'll see if I can point that out when we get to it, if you don't notice it right off the bat. Mind you, the character models look pretty decent, so maybe that's just it. Maybe they put all the work into that, and maybe the performance drops a bit if the environment looked any better, but I don't know. These sections are also very short. It doesn't go for very long before there's a loading. And that'll get all of them. It doesn't give them all a star, but it takes them all off the screen. I'm pretty sure I didn't get her ecstasy shot, but I'll take it. Oh, yeah, let's get that right. Let's get hers. Nope. There's also... Oh, pardon me. You also... Oh, her again. Wow, we're finishing... Oh, I don't have enough, though. Well, you better show up later. I took some friggin' hits. I think you need at least one meter to do the thing. Oh, I know you. I recognize you. I generally like... You'll notice a couple of the ones that have 3 stars are ones with noticeable attributes. Oh, this is a primo spot to do it. And I have enough. I'm getting that girl in the first friggin' chapter and taking all of these out at once. That's some solid progress. How did I not have her 3 stars before when she shows up 3 times at the first friggin' chapter? Well, that's good. See, I have a very limited memory. So generally, when I play these, I would go like I'd work towards 2 or 3 girls at a time, because I'm just simply not that good. And I go for the ones with noticeable attributes, like there's one girl that has glasses that have the swirlies over the eyes, certain style of pigtails, because I think pigtails are adorable, like that one that had the red beads in her hair. Just like the more noticeable ones, but the ones that are a little samey, a little harder for me to remember, so. Alright, she likes the back of the neck. Oh, that meter better not run out before I fill this other one. And there's also teachers too. Teachers take a lot of hits. I think the idea, like there's a bit of a level system here, where the higher grade, the more hits they'll take. Like we have like first year, second year seniors, whatever they call it in Japan, or your region. I know that changes based on where you are. But like I guess it's like first class. I don't know, whatever. The thing is the later year they are in school, the more hits they take generally, and teachers take the most because, well, they're teachers. But teachers are definitely collectibles too. You can get those 3 times, and I believe I got 1 or 2 because there's not very many teachers, so they're easy to spot as well. Anyways, let's skip all this text. She shows up. Oh yeah, she's in. That's not her normal costume. I forgot to change it back for this LP. Anyways, we saw a picture of it. Let's go with Square. She liked that response. That's the happy noise. But anyways, you do get points at the end of a campaign or a mode or whatever. And you spend those points on, you know, pictures, costumes, or whatever. And I couldn't tell what was what because it's all in Japanese. But I went, oh, I have a lot of points, and this one costs a lot of points. I'll just get this one. And it was a white bathing suit costume, so that's how we're gonna work. Yes, Crazy Am, she isn't following the school dress code, and that's my fault. I unlocked swimsuit costumes and I equipped them, and I don't know how to change it back. So that's how we're rocking. That's what the viewer wants too. Let's just say I did it for you. So this first mini game, all the girls have this. It's where you start by shooting them. They don't have an ecstasy spot, so you can shoot them wherever. Oh, whoops, that's the pause button. Pause button, it brings up a little 8-bit thing, which I guess shows you kind of what's going on. Anyways, then these guys show up. I'll just skip this normally. And we gotta shoot them and their things coming at us. You also notice there's no reload. I can just shoot wildly. And once they're down, I can start blasting her again. Until they come back up, and they do. So let's get started shooting at these guys. But yeah, there's no reload, so you can pretty much go as fast as you want. I believe the idea here is this is our first encounter, and I'm trying to win her over, but she's too closed off. That's what this is symbolizing. If you believe that a game like this understands symbolism, but that's what's happening here, and that's why the main character girls aren't like going crazy over me like every other girl, because they have problems that's closing them off, and the goal here is to help them get over those problems. I can't get into more detail because I don't know what the dialogue is. So you have every girl has that as a first mini game, but then they switched up a little bit. I think Square is generally what they like to hear the most. I didn't quite hear the noise, but judging by the look on her face, that wasn't the right answer. Or she just doesn't like the correct answer, who knows. Oh goodness, school's about to start, probably. Well, you better go to school, I couldn't fix the problem. I'm mad and happy, now I'm pointing and yay! So that's stage 1. It appears that I did a good job. I'm really stacking that one stat. I think that's the stat she likes. I don't rightly remember. And again, I'll try to put on screen what they actually are. F so far. F isn't my... That's not my score for just this stage. That's my overall score. And it doesn't start high and get low as you fail. It starts low and increases with your score. I believe Square is next. At least I hope it is. It might actually... Circle might have been next. So we probably might get kicked to the main menu and I might have to go to continue. Yeah, Square is go back to main menu. Triangle must be retry chapter. And circle must be continue. So now you know that. And now I've remembered it correctly. Yeah, let's get shooting. It's 10:12 a.m. That's... there it is. So let's go... I gotta start working on someone else with the bomb thing. Who's got noticeable traits? Oh, she's got, oh, I don't even have full meter anyway, so let's not worry about that. I was gonna go with her because she had little cat accessories in her hair, and that's noticeable to me. Oh, you just got in the way, what's her face? Oh. Gave me quicker, I think I know where it's gonna be. Boom! You're not getting away with not noticing me. You only have 1 star. I've had you before at least once. Whoop, I didn't shoot any of them. I was looking for them stars. Gotta work towards that completion, man. Oh, you're not getting away. Don't even think about it. Nah. It's pretty generic looking. Oh, I didn't even finish her off. Get out of here. That's a teacher that I have 3 stars. Teachers are easy to spot. And like I said, they take a lot of hits. There we go. They are just as susceptible to bomb though. Like if I had chosen her for the bomb attack, it's more or less the same. Oh, don't even think about it. So the main character's name is Tenzo. That's why the name's right there. If that wasn't apparent. Wow, I missed all those girls. Gotta... Sure, let's do her. Oh, you know what? I was gonna do her based on her bow tie on the back of her hair, but you never see the back of their head, so I don't think I'm gonna remember this. So yeah, as long as you just mix up the area. You know, I'll give you a little demonstration what happens. If you focus too much on one spot... I'm getting pretty good luck with this spot, but yeah, see, bam, she covers up and then I gotta find another zone. And that can happen while you're zooming in too and just rip you right off, and then you're just not getting that time anymore. Alright, right here's good. Oh, when you get closer, you can get kind of side stuff instead of just front and back, like shoulder. In case you wanted to know, in case you want to get that intimate. I'm not gonna judge you. I mean, I'm the one playing and streaming this. So you do whatever weird shit you want to do in your spare time, and I'll do whatever weird shit I want to do in my spare time. Alright, so pink hair curls inwards. Yellow bow. Gotta remember that. Last turret. Oh, there's another one. There's a trophy for getting like 10 ecstasy shots in a row. I've never got it. This game's hard. Like there's a mode where you can just play the game without any dialogue, like it's just the levels and the mini games and whatever, like a route selection kind of thing, and you can set it to all routes where you do every level. Whoa, wrong bathroom, buddy. And what were you doing in there? I think that girl with the glasses is class president because she has a weird band on her arm. Not that I understand Japanese schooling, but you know. Oh, there's the girl with the cat things in her hair. That's the first time I've noticed a girl with cat accessories in her hair, so I guess she simply doesn't stand out. And generally a chapter ends when you hear the Cupid girl speaking to you. And then you have a little dialogue with her in the next area. And we move back on to gameplay. Some of those dialogue exchanges seem so short that it's almost not worth breaking up the game. Gotta... Is that her? No, that's not her. I've had you before. No, that's not the pink hair girl I was going for. Oh, shoot them all over. Generally, like, even though sometimes parts of their body are off screen, the game is usually pretty nice and always has her XG shots on screen. I found that it rarely... She's rememberable. She has the smallest pigtails. And they're wavy. So let's work on her too. But generally, ecstasy shots are almost always visible. I've had very few times where I've looked for one for a girl that maybe was had like up to waist covered, and I didn't find one. But that could just be me not being very good at the game. Maybe I looked too quickly. Maybe things were hectic. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure the ecstasy shot is always visible. Perhaps not always. Like perhaps maybe they slip up 1 or 2 times. But I mean, it's forgivable. That's fine. Alright, so let's pop this one off. That little wiggling I'm doing there, I'm pressing triangle rapidly. You have to wait for that animation to finish playing before you can pop it. And whatever meter you didn't spend, you get to keep. In the route selection mode, that's not the case. Once you do that, it drains your entire meter. So you generally don't want to stock up too much, or it'll kind of go to waste. Also, that does refill a bit of health, which is pretty important in the route mode because it's very long. I'm not sure if that girl is pink hair. No, that's not the curl inwards one. She doesn't have a yellow star. Silver, like I said, silver stars are ones that I've progressed on before and only got that far. Whereas gold stars is like current progression. Got a pretty fair amount of meter, so I'm hoping to see another one of those girls soon. Get you. Oh, already got 3 stars on her. I'm a pigtails guy, so like I'll just straight up say it. You'll notice that a lot of the girls with pigtails have 3 stars already. Alright, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to hide from the obvious here. I think pigtails are absolutely adorable. So I noticed that. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, let's see what this option gets me. She likes it. All right. So if you couldn't tell, this girl's cliched persona is Shrine Maiden type. Yeah, one of her animations earlier was her shaking that the stick with the little talisman hangy things on it. Absolutely not what they're called, but that's all I can tell you. So yeah, she's the Shrine Maiden type. Like I said, we have the musician that was harder. The rich artist type, she's Shrine Maiden. Other one's a bit more generic. I don't know. Oh, that's what I was working on with the tiny pigtails. I'll probably, for the video, I'll probably start cutting these out because these are very samey and pretty boring. I know that. I'm not going to say this mode's fun. Like this thing I'm doing right here, it's pretty boring, especially when you're expected to do it multiple times. And you have to do it a lot to like collect all of this stuff. Like if you want to collect all the profiles, you have to do that 3 times to every girl in the game. Who is that over here? I saw you. I saw you peeking. You also notice a little icon that's in there as well. So they have like a little clothing icon to the left there. Like that's clothing icon, their name, and then their progress. Their profile progress. You may have noticed that that icon changes based on what they're wearing. You can, I believe you can individually set their costumes. Like that's the one girl that's that's regular school dress. So that's what that icon is. Yeah, she's a class president as well, I think. That's what the band was for. She's wearing regular clothes. This girl has a swimsuit icon. You can individually set their things, I believe. I'm not super sure because I didn't look it up to confirm it, nor was I able to completely navigate those menus because the menus get tricky. I see you girls peeking, even though you're a little bit behind my HUD there. I haven't seen a pink curly-haired girl for a while. I'm gonna finish small brown. I can only really. That's the thing with anime in general is I'm not a names guy. I'm a features guy, and because these girls are pretty much all the same, with the exception of hair. Oh, I have 3 of her twin sister, not 3 of her. But it's pretty much like I can only refer to them by hair and accessories, like she's cat accessories. That's all I got. Coast is clear. Or is it? Yeah, it totally is. That's the end of the chapter. Oh, I didn't shoot any of those girls. I had to check my computer thing real quick. Get that ecstasy shot. Let's charge that shit up. Oh, I tried. Lord can't blame me for trying. Lord can blame me for playing, I guess. I'm not going to work on you guys. They show up a lot. They're super noticeable because they always show up in pairs. So they're just the twins. Left twin and right twin. That's super standout because, like I said, they're always together. You always see one and then the other. Is that pink-haired curly? Oh, no, that's her over there. Got her. There we go. She showed up again, but it was a secret. I noticed you getting uncomfortable. I assure you, me and the audience is just as uncomfortable, if not more uncomfortable. So I'm not at all sure how the one on PS4 is going to play. I think the PS4 is compatible with PlayStation Move controllers. So maybe it has support for that. Alternately, I played the Blue Estate demo. I do own the full game, I've just only played the demo. And the PS4's sort of can I even really call it 6-axis? It seems a bit more advanced than 6-axis, but whatever the term for it is it's pretty accurate and pretty decent. I liked how it played, so maybe it's gonna play with the controller's fancy 6-axis. I don't know, but we'll find out. You can fucking count on it. Oh yeah, sometimes the text comes out in weird patterns, and that one didn't even seem to have red text at all. You're cheating. Her first line did, so maybe it's only the first line. I don't know. I think I saw something. Nope, we're looking this way. Who's this? Who dat? I'll shoot you up the bum. It appears I'm... Nope, got you. Got you all. There's a pigtail girl I didn't get, so I'm not a complete weirdo. No, don't hit me with that. Almost fucking got me. I'm doing pretty well. I do have a bit of, quite a bit of experience in this game, but it's been a while since I played. I played it a bunch of times, but of course on-rail shooters do get samey. Like, this one requires a lot of grinding. Also, I just saw one of the sisters and not the other one on screen, so maybe I lied earlier. Or maybe she was just behind. But, yeah, like, on-rail shooters, you know, they're quick affairs. And they're quite samey. They're not something you usually play more than a maximum of 3 times. This one does have a couple of different girls to choose, so you do play that more, but like doing that pervy mode on every girl 3 times? That's pushing it, don't you think? Like, your game's good. It's not that good. But like I said, it's quick and it's fun, so... Did I have her progress? I don't remember. Whoop. Oh yeah, also if text is coming at you and you do defeat the girl, is that you? Yeah, you are. All right, so that's going to be 3 stars for her. That's 2 girls we complete in this one session. That's good. I guess the ones that I was working on before didn't have that many, because I remember it got a little difficult. Anyways, like I said, it's short little romps, and there are modes where you can just play the game without the dialogue. So I suppose you can work on it then too. The mode that is just this, I don't believe that counts towards it. It would be great if it did. Actually, that wouldn't make any sense, because it has to be done in one sitting, not many. Alright, I guess that also makes it even worse. Is you have to do it 3 times to the same girl in one sitting. So if you only get 2, if you weren't paying very close attention, those 2 don't even count. You'll get the progression like up to 2, but you'll still have to get all 3 for that grinding trophy. So that, I don't know, I think that's asking a lot. Then again, maybe if this game was in English, it would be more accessible to me, and then I would consider that less. It's just the fact that I had to look a lot of this up and learn a lot of it myself. Get in that spot, there we go. Yeah, perhaps the English version, I'll change my mind about that, since it'll be easier to play. Especially with a controller, because these PlayStation Move controllers, it's just annoying to set up, because you gotta have the camera, you gotta set up the camera, it's gotta be pointing at you. And thankfully, I did make sure that the camera didn't actually show what it was filming during the, when it was doing the testing, because some games do that, well, they'll show you in the background, and straight up, I'm just in my undies right now. That's how I roll when I stream. So whenever I'm doing a Move game, I gotta look ahead to make sure no one's gonna be seeing me lounging in my undies. Alright, square for you. Do you like it? Yeah, she likes it. So this is the first of the sort of boss mini games, where it's not, like some bosses are just shoot the target. This one's a little different, and that's kind of why I like this story mode. So she's looking for a certain book. I need to keep the thing here to hold it tight, because if I'm out, the ladder gets unsturdy. That one. That one. This one. Oh, back here. So you can't just shoot all over the place. I gotta get the glowing book. But I have to keep the aimer over here, because if it gets too... Yep, see, it's getting yellow. If it gets too shaky, she'll start to fall, and that'll bring about a different minigame where books are falling, and I have to shoot them out of the air before they hit me. And it's very hard. And if you... When you're playing these, there's a trophy for getting these minigames perfect. Like, not getting that hit or fail state at any time. And I'm not sure if I have it for this one. Because I think the one and only time I've done this campaign was when I streamed it. And generally the first time doing these, well, you're not going to do very well the first time because you don't fully understand. It does give you that instruction. Did it give me instructions? There's usually an instruction window before this starts. I'm a little out of it right now, so I didn't quite see if it showed up at all. But it tells you how to play the minigame coming up. Maybe it's a first time only thing and I'm just remembering it incorrectly. But it does tell you what you're doing. Oh, it's right there. And yeah, so there's a single, maybe I think there's a couple images that kind of give you an idea, but it's still a little hard to follow. So I didn't know that I had to keep the thing over here. Although looking at the visual cues, it's kind of obvious, but I mean, those things are a lot less obvious when you're playing, so forgive me. So maybe I did it perfectly this time, because I didn't get that fail state, I did it in the time limit, filled the meter, she didn't stumble. Or maybe I got that trophy already, I don't know. I don't remember much about playing this. I tried to retain as much knowledge as I could, so I could be as informative in this video as I possibly could. So again, let's skip all this text. She goes on about books or whatever. Maybe she's looking up something. Oh, I think, oh, okay, that was it. That trophy was for doing that minigame perfectly. I didn't get that fail state. Generally, for informative videos, I would have liked to demonstrate that fail safe, but you're just going to have to take my word for it. She stumbles around, books fall, and I got to shoot them, and then a bunch of them hit you, and you don't get a trophy. But I got the trophy now, so you're just going to have to suck it up and watch a video of someone that's not good at on-rail shooters. JK, I'm not that good myself. I couldn't even finish the all routes thing. I took too many hits, and then the boss just killed me, like outright. Because you don't, like, the all routes thing doesn't recover your HP between chapters or levels. The meter spends itself completely when you use the bomb, instead of just the time you use. So it's definitely harder. It's an endurance race, if anything. That's how I describe it. I think it said that's the best way to get the SS rank because it's simply longer. Because it's not a percentage based thing, it's like a number based thing. So the more levels, the higher chance of you getting the double S rank, which I don't have the trophy for double S, I don't think. I was attempting to get it with the all routes thing, but I failed because it was just too hard. Alright, so my meter's still full. I should probably start working on someone else. Oh, there's a lot of shit coming at me right now. Alright, let's pick someone else to start focusing on. No, not you. Whoop, missed you. Wow, that was a long ass sentence. Do I have buns? Alright, we're gonna go with buns. That's easy to remember. I don't think anyone else has buns like that. The Chun-Li buns, the Bun-Lees. Alright, so editor's note, start cutting these out. I'll do all my snorting and coughing right now because I'm going to cut this out. So you guys watching this on live stream, you get a very unique TK experience where I clear my throat and nasal passages, and you guys can listen to that. Some people have told me that I have a calming and nice voice and they like listening to me, my videos and streaming. This is me proving them wrong by making a bunch of disgusting guttural noises into the microphone. I hope I haven't seen the Buns Girl too many times before and just didn't take note of it. Because, like, the closer you get to the end of the game, the harder it is. Because, like I said, at the end of the game, your progress is lost. So you generally want to start picking out girls you're going to target early, but it's a hard thing to manage and just guess. Who that? You're not anybody. I haven't gotten you once ever. Oh, Pinktails is gone. Who dis? Who that? Who dis? Nobody. Nobody worth anything right now. See you hiding behind my UI. That's a cheap technique. Oh, almost got me. That was a lucky ecstasy shot. Like if you can't tell watching me play, getting 10 ecstasy shot wow, that doesn't roll off the tongue at all. She sells seashells. But ecstasy shots 10 in a row, that's a bit hard cuz you'll get ones it's just hard. You can tell if you're thinking it over and like if you have that in mind while you're watching, consider that every now and then one pops up in your face and it's hard to get the ecstasy shot without getting hit. And then it's hard, okay? And if you miss and hit them normally, you don't have a chance to get it again. Like you can't miss an ecstasy shot. Oh, I was working on you. Gonna finish you right now. But if you see the ecstasy shot and then you miss it, and she takes one regular hit, you can't re-find the ecstasy shot and do it over. That's what makes it even harder to do it 10 in a row. Once you've shot and missed once, it's over. Like if you miss the girl completely, it's not a big deal. But if you miss the ecstasy point, you lost it. So just finish her off, and then your 10 streak is broken. So as far as collecting goes, this might be my best run yet. Because like I said, I rarely do more than 2 or 3. I think I might get up to 4. Maybe it's just easier. Maybe after putting the game down for a while, my skills just got better. I just got better. Oh, distance made the skill grow higher. Oh, see, I missed that. I was really close. I swear I had it, but now my streak's broken. Where is it? See, I could. Okay, it's down there. I didn't look hard enough. But that's how it goes. Ooh. I already finished you off. Get out of here. She shows up a lot. She must want it. I have all 3 year stars. Start working on someone else. Gotta find someone noticeable. Who's that behind you? There's yeah, I'm struggling to find someone that stands out enough for me to work towards next. Green girl with bow and hair. The little ribbon in her hair. That seems memorable enough. I feel like I haven't seen ribbon hair before. So maybe she's just starting to appear and I will get 3 chances. I'm not going to pretend to know the workings, the inner workings of this game. It's all feeling. Oh, that could be misinterpreted. So another thing you may have noticed is when they react to the blast, or however you want to call it, I can't start zooming again until the animation finishes and she resets her position. So much like the doing the final blast thing, you have to wait it over. Like you'll notice that I zoom to certain parts and then I don't start zooming until her hands go back up to her chest or whatever. That's a thing too. I feel like that would have added a subtle level of complexity to the game if that had been you know, if you could do that while animations were still going. Maybe it was just beyond the developers. I don't know. Like I said, I don't understand the inner workings. I'm doing what I can here. That's the end of that chapter.